Hello and welcome. In this video we are going to be discussing how to disable G93 and G68.2 on outputs for the Fanuc post processor. G93 is inverse feed and G68.2 is referring to tool center point. There are certain scenarios where you may want to disable these. For example, like the article here, G93 from Generic Fanuc post is alarming on a 31i controller. I have a mill with a 31i controller and it does not have the G93 option. So anytime you try to post out code and it has a G93, it will cause the control to alarm and say improper G code. Okay, I have a sleeve modeled up here. It has 2 half-inch holes in it and a cutout around the top. These 2 half-inch holes, we will actually get a problem. The post processor will try to still output G68.2 on the hole positioning, so we are going to have to go in the post processor and disable it. So we'll just quickly go over the setup here. I just have the B axis set up here. It's revolving around the Y. And if we go over here, I have the Autodesk generic 4th axis mill setup. If we go and edit real quick, there's a couple of things we're going to want to change. So that deal I was talking about earlier, the G68.2, we need to disable it. So we're going to go to Tool Center Point, and we're going to disable it right here. If we don't, it will output G68.2. Then we're going to have to go to multi-axis. In this feed rate method, we're going to want to do degrees per minute combination. This way, when we output the code for our wrap toolpath, it will output in degrees per minute and in linear. Because as you can see here, we have a linear movement, which then transforms into a degrees movement. So after we do that, we can just select OK. The important thing to make sure is that your center of rotation is in the center of the table. So I am currently set up in the center of the table. And all we have to do now is just select OK. I am just doing a 2D contour, and we are doing a wrap toolpath. You can go take a look at that. I have multi-axis and wrap. And all we have to do is unwrap geometry, and we select the wrap cylinder. And it unwraps the toolpath around the part. Then I have these 2 half-inch holes modeled. We are actually going to have to edit the post processor to correctly output the B positions. It's going to try to put a TCP G68.2 in the output on this back hole here at B 180 degrees. On B0 on this first hole, it's not a problem because on the machine coordinate, since we already have B0 set here and this hole's already there, it won't try to output G68.2. This appears to only happen on the drilling cycles, and there is something we'll have to disable on the post processor. So I'm going to show you a before and after. I'm going to go back into the machine, and I'm going to re-enable TCP, and I'm going to re-enable inverse time in minutes. Let me go ahead and select OK. So I'm going to now output the code, and we'll take a look at the before. So everything is still selected. I'm going to say Fanuc 3, which is my post, and we'll say OK. I forgot to hit post. We'll say yes, overwrite the file. So now if we go inside of here, you will see that we have this G68.2. This will cause the machine to alarm if you don't have G68.2. And if we also scroll down to the bottom, we have, this is what I was talking about, we have the drill as B0. Everything's fine, just a standard can cycle. But if we go down to the second hole position, it's opening up this G68.2 at K minus 180, which is using the tool center point position. I'll show you how to disable this. So we go ahead and go back into Fusion 360. We're going to go back and make those changes we made earlier. We'll just go back to B and we'll turn off TCP. And we'll go to multi-axis and enable degrees per minute combination. Okay, so now I'm just going to post it one more time so you can see the changes to the wrap. Go ahead and open this. So now if you look at the output, I have my linear feed set to 20 inches a minute. If you notice now, as the tool progresses along the path, the feed gets faster. That's due to it being converted into a degrees in minutes. So down here it's going to be running 337 inches a minute. That's because it's converting 20 inches a minute into a degrees value. So now if we go down here, you'll still notice this G68.2 is still here. We're actually going to have to disable tilted work plane inside of the post processor to fix this. I highly suggest that you install Visual Studio Code. It just makes it a little bit easier to edit Fusion because they have a plugin. This Autodesk post processor utility makes it a little bit easier for editing. So to edit it, we're just going to go into our post here, and I'm just going to press this little pencil button. So let me close off this. So we're actually going to want to search. So I'm on Mac, so I'll press the command key. I'm going to press F to find. We're going to type in work and plane. It should be the first result. It's down here on this current version of the Fanuc post. It's on line 345. So on this use tilted work plane, we're going to want to set this to false. This will make sure that it doesn't output the G68.2. So now all we have to do is save the file. We can close it now. Go back to Fusion. And we will repost the G-code. Go ahead and post it again. And click it. Now if we go down to our drill cycle, you will notice it has a simple G81 and a B180. Typically, you would probably code it something like this, just a B180, and you'd be done. But on the pattern option, it doesn't allow you to do this. It will make a new cycle for every different hole position. If you found this useful, please consider liking and subscribing. That would be greatly appreciated. And any questions, just feel free to ask in the comments, and I'll try to keep following up. Thank you.